Hey, y'all, Michael Manuel, realtor with Keller Williams, team leader of the Mississippi Home Team, and excited to have another question of the week. So far, my new year has started with 2 weeks in a row, and so I haven't stopped yet. But we had a great question this week from one of our sellers, and I thought it was maybe a question that some of you might be asking if you've ever thought about upgrading your house to buy a larger house, or maybe you've considered renovating or remodeling the house you're in and wondering which option is the best. And so here was the question, here's the scenario that we had this week. We had a past client call us. And first of all, let me say, I always appreciate whenever a past client reaches out to us. And man, it just says a lot that they trust us to help them again with another potential purchase or sale. But I especially appreciated this particular question because they reached out and they wanted to know, should they renovate their current house where they're living? Their family is growing. Should they renovate it and try to add another bedroom, or should they look at potentially purchasing another house? And I really appreciated them reaching out to us because I think most people think, well, if you ask your realtor, they're just going to tell you to buy another house. That's how they get paid. If you renovate, a realtor doesn't make any money, so why would he ever tell you to do that? And so I really appreciate the level of trust that he knew we wouldn't just try to upsell them on another house, but we would try to give them all of the information and let them decide what's best for their family. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit of what we told them. Really, if that's the question you're facing, should you renovate or remodel, or should you upsize to a potentially bigger house? I think there are really three people that you need to talk to, all right? First person you need to talk to that I would encourage you to reach out to is a licensed contractor, right? Bring a contractor into your house and get an estimate on the work that you want to do and how much it's going to cost to renovate your house, all right? If you can do some of the work yourself, that would be great. You could save a little bit of money that way, but you want to get a real sense. Most people don't know just on their own how much that work is going to cost. They don't realize all the other things that are involved in that. And so I would encourage you to reach out to a licensed contractor and get an estimate so you have an idea going in how much it's really going to cost to renovate your house. If you are doing it yourself, be sure to leave yourself a little bit of margin in case things go wrong, probably at least 10%, because let's be honest, things always go wrong. Those of you who watch HGTV, you know there's always some unexpected thing that happens. So be sure you talk to a licensed contract. Second thing, reach out to a licensed real estate agent and ask them to give you an idea of how much your home is worth right now if you did no work, and then ask them to give you an idea of how much your home would be worth after you did the work, all right? What you're trying to find out with these first two questions is you want to know, based on how much money you have to put in to do the work, are you going to get any sort of return off of that investment, all right? And so if you spend money renovating, remodeling, whatever it is you're going to do, however much money you're going to spend, compare that to how much your home is going to increase in value. Most of the time, as a licensed realtor, we can look at the comps, we can look at the homes that have sold in your neighborhood, and we can give you a really good idea of what we think it would sell for in the market today and what we think it would sell for after you did that kind of work. Make sure whoever you choose, whatever agent, make sure they bring you real numbers. You want to look at actual sold, actual pending properties that are similar to you. Make sure they're using real numbers. And I would just tell you, as an agent, if I wasn't really confident in my ability to look at the comps and my ability to present real numbers to you, I would then refer you to a licensed appraiser, all right, to reach out to an appraiser to give you an actual value on your home. And so you're going to talk to a contractor, you're going to talk to an agent. The third person you need to talk to is you need to talk to a lender, all right? Here's what you're going to be asking the lender. You're going to first of all, just go through the process as if you're getting pre-approved, but really what you want to find out is if you were to buy a larger house, okay? If you were to buy a house bigger in size, chances are, oftentimes, it's going to be, the price is going to increase as well, all right? And so you want to get a sense of, based on the house that you would like to purchase, what are your new monthly payments going to be, all right? If you bought a house in the last couple of years, chances are you have a really low interest rate. Now, thankfully, over the last couple of weeks, we've seen the interest rates come back down a little bit, so that's really good news. But if your interest rate is going to go up and you're buying a larger, more expensive house, you need to know on the front end what are those new monthly payments are going to be, all right? Once you've talked to all three of those people, you should have the information you need to make a really informed decision. You're going to know, number one, how much is it going to cost to do the work? If you did the work, how much more is your home going to be worth one day when you do decide to sell? Or would it be more cost efficient for you just to buy a larger house? And are you going to be comfortable with those monthly payments? Once you have those, it's really a personal decision at that point. What fits best for you, your family, if you have a family, what fits best for you though, and your financial needs. Anything we can do to assist you in that, we would love to. Hope this has been helpful. Please reach out to us, to myself, anybody else on the Mississippi Home Team at Keller Williams. If you have a question, we would love to be able to give you further information. Every situation is unique. Every situation is different. So however we can help you, please reach out to us. Let us know. Thanks a lot.